Everybody knows this season I'm not really doing the shop thing, but is that really true? Is it? You see, I secretly have my fingers in a particular shop, and it's the beans. The beans I take an interest in because, well, this is very different and much bigger. This is not the building I relocated. Holy cow. Am I in the right place? False is beans. Opening soon. Well, there doesn't seem to be any inventory here. Oh, here it is. 1 diamond per 16 blocks. Okay, this is what I thought. Same thing over here, I'm guessing. 1 diamond per yeah, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. I take a certain pride in this shop, and a little birdie told me that it might need to be restocked. And there we go. That worked out perfectly. 1 shulker of copper blocks secretly deposited for somebody else's profit. My work here is done. Hello friends, and welcome back to the hermiting and the crafting. It has been quite a minute since we've last seen each other, and that is because, well, life has been crazy. I went on vacation with my wife for a few days, I had an old friend visit me for a few days, and for about a week I've been deciding what's gonna go on top of this mountain. And after much designing, throwing away many really bad ideas, I have finally come up with what we're gonna do completely for our base, and today you're gonna get to see the first part of it. Now, unfortunately, since I've been working so hard on the design for the base, I haven't really had a chance to do much snow work, but I did take some of your suggestions, and you guys had some good ones. There's one more I want to try, but I put in some deep slate mixed in for a little bit more color. You can kind of see it in various spots in the mountains. I'm really liking that. And I've also added, where is it? Yeah, down there, we've added some tuff in as well. That blends right in, which is perfect. And I think the last thing I want to try, which a lot of people suggested, was some calcite mixed in with the snow, and I think that'll be good. I don't have any on me, but we're definitely gonna give it a try. But between you and me, what I'm really hoping for, I'm really hoping I can get Scar to come over here and give me some of his magic voodoo stuffs that he does and do a little terraforming consultation here and help me turn this dirty dirt land of dirt and extra dirt into a frozen tundra of evil foreboding things with extra ominous stuff everywhere. Ooh. Yeah, it'd be nice to have an expert's help. So I'm super excited for the first part of the base today. What we're gonna do is build the main entrance. It's gonna be like right around here, and it's gonna set the tone for the entire base. We're gonna pick up the palette, the build style, all the little details that we're gonna carry throughout the rest of the base. But I gotta stress, what you're gonna see today is only gonna be probably 15 or 20% of the final product. And even though we're only doing that 15% today, the amount of resources I need is colossal. The list is long, and I've already put in a lot of time to try and acquire it. There's 3 main things. We need, number 1, a lot of blackstone. And luckily, we have a gold farm that works pretty well and a piglin bartering system that works just as pretty well. So blackstone taken care of. The second most important block is the deep slate, and luckily I was able to trade with some others and acquire some of this deep slate. There was only one problem though. I was traded like 4 shulkers of deep slate, and unfortunately what I actually need is cobbled deep slate. So yeah, I went through that super fun process of placing it all down and picking it all back up with a non-silk touch pick. I left some of it in regular deep slate because I think we're gonna need some of that, but deep slate, we need lots of it, specifically the deep slate bricks. And the third thing that we need a lot of, that we don't have any of so far, is the stripped wood, the stripped green, stripped warped stems. Nailed it. Now, in order to acquire large amounts of these stripped warped stems, I could have gone to the nether and done the choppy, but I've done that quite a lot this season, and quite honestly, I'm getting a bit tired of it. So today, in a live stream, we built 2 small little farms that are gonna help us along the way. Farm number 1 is the warped fungusificator. I simply come back here and flip this lever in the back of all this horrendous redstone and wait for it. Wait, there it goes. Hey! shoopy. Back and forth. Bone meal. You guys know the drill. Wash away. Back and forth, and wash away. Same thing again. And we have 4 sorters here, all set to pick up a warped fungus. Hi, that's very loud. Everything that isn't a warped fungus gets washed away into this circular loop here and picked up by one of these 7 hoppers, which all feed into a compostinator, however you say it, and goes over here into this guy right here with the bone meal action and the swoopy, and the dispenser gets shot up in the air, and the process repeats. The amount of garbaggio you get other than the warp fungus is pretty astonishing, and that's why we need 7 hoppers feeding into 7 composters and the loop and stuff. Once this thing gets going, all of these guys are just filled with nonsense, including dirt that shouldn't be there. But overall, a pretty cool little farm, and everything is going into this chest and that chest. So we have lots of warped fungus now. Now, we made this farm so that we could have lots of warped fungus so that we could use this thing over here, which is the warped fungus grow up and something. And the way this guy works is pretty straightforward. It's one of these, like, you hold down left and right with the warp fungus in the offhand. So in slow motion, what's going to happen is it's going to be strip, chop, and then because I'm holding down right click, it's going to be like, bam, plant. And when I plant it, the bone meal, well, there's a little bit of delay, and I go choppy, right? And then the bone meal, kind of forgot to bone meal the thing there. Hang on. Technical difficulties. This is science. There you go. Okay, so that grows up, and then now I go bam, 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 and there's a little delay there. It just turned on there. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. I'm just holding down the keys here. This works pretty well. It's not amazing, but it does the job. Now there's a little bit of delay there. It looks like it could be optimized a little bit more, but we have that delay there because every once in a while you get these stupid little wart blocks. There. Yeah, did you see that? That little stupid warp block? We need the extra time to chop that thing down because otherwise it slows the whole process down and it sticks there and we don't get more logs. Anyways, it's a slight inefficiency, but now the farm works great. So yeah, this is my life now. I'm gonna sit here and strip and chop for quite some time because I think I need 900,042 and 9 of these.
Tango? Tango?
Hi.
Where are you? Get out here right this instant.
Instant? Oh, that's very urgent.
I'm in. Where are you? Is this your house? Am I in the right place?
No one knows where I live. I love it. Hi. It's back here.
Where's your face? Get over here now. By which I mean I'm coming to you.
What's up, my friend?
Sir. Don't you what's up friend me, mister. Oh. What is this? What do you call this right here, right now?
That would be a wither's head.
Exactly right. What is it really? It's a player's head, mister. You ripped me off.
No, it's not a player's head. These generate naturally in the game. Are we talking about our deal?
No, thank you. Shut your face hole. What are you talking about? What wiki have you been sniffing around? This is a custom player head. You cheated me. I demand wither skeleton skulls now.
Do I need to go kill some withers and show you they drop naturally?
Look at the data. Look at the proof. The data report. What are you throwing at me? Take it back. The data on that skull says a player's head.
Is this not a vanilla thing? Is this a thing? Is this a Hermitcraft thing?
Oh, now he's figuring it out. This is a Hermitcraft thing only, my friend. I want a wither skeleton skull this instant, this second, right now. Stop playing around. I will get nasty. Where are you going? Come back. I'll break things.
Are you serious? Hey, don't be busting up the joint. Come on.
Hey, don't be busting my skulls or whatever.
What do you need?
Please, can I have a wither skeleton skull?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have any?
No. You've got like 1,000. You've got a whole farm, and yet you have the cheek to give me a forgery.
There you go. Is that enough?
See? Proof! I've never had one before. Wow. Oh, my, 50? Oh, my goodness, Tango, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Do you want to cuddle now?
Speaking of which, actually, we could go cuddle. Do you want to come see something I just built?
I suppose. I mean, if it involves cuddling, let's go.
Firstly, amazing work on the hub.
Well, thank you very much. It was a lot of fun.
Secondly, my tunnel is the last one all the way up there, so every time I got to climb all the way up these stairs, or I got to waste a rocket getting there.
Wait, a whole rocket all at once?
A whole rocket.
How do you even get by?
Okay, well, follow me down here, Tango. I'll show you what I've been working on.
I like what you got going on here. What is this?
this is my little like nether room, and it's obviously got some my nether related advancements within, including this one over here, the mob stacker, which I did with B-dubs a while back. It's like the biggest, the most amount of mobs riding a single minecart as possible. Now I haven't got the parrots with me, but to make a little display out of this, I have done a little thing. So if I
look at that!
If I do this,
whoa.
ready?
Oh!
There you go.
Look at this! I love it.
Butt slide, baby. How cool is this?
I love it. I was wondering what all the snow was for. And now I know.
It's just a butt slide around town.
How do you dismount this butt slide in action?
I can just get off whenever I darn well please.
And how does it? What? How does it go back, or is it ruined?
Boom.
Oh.
It just heads on back. It's a bit glitchy. Sometimes they move around because they're in a boat and they want to travel.
How does it?
But hey. Magic.
I have so many questions. Zedaph redstone magic. What?
I know.
How does it know when to go back? Or did you just get off at the right time?
It's on a little timer there. Hey, look, come join me.
Okay.
There's two of them, so you can sit on it as well.
Woo!
Are you ready?
Skadoodle!
You ready to butt slide?
Butt sliding.
And look, we could like cuddle and like
spoon. This is amazing. It's like I don't know. This is incredible.
We just slide around and enjoy our day together.
And now, if we stay on it past the allotted time, do we get sucked through the stratificator?
There might be some head trauma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ow!
Jumper.
Everything's fine.
And we're back. Look at
That
that.
was amazing.
Thanks, man. I wanted someone to butt slide with me. I felt a bit weird doing it on my own.
If there was anyone who was ever going to be a co-butt slider with you, it'd be me, right?
Absolutely right. That's what I was thinking. I thought I'll rough you up first, and then I'll take you for a butt slide.
What a great combo. Excellent. Okay, we've got all the resources. Finally, I've relocated my little, who made the term? What do we call it? The in-between base storage system, the IBBS. This is my IBBS behind me. We've got all the things we could need: the snow, the ice, the snow, the blackstone, everything is here. Everything. So the only thing left is to finally start building. I've got two little platforms I made here, which are going to hold two very prominent pieces of the build. We're going to fill in between. It's time for some speedy. And these are the first two towers to the entryway of the Frozen Fortress. Just kidding. I don't actually really like the name Frozen Fortress, but I do want a name for my build. I don't want it to just be called Tango's Base. I'm looking for a name for this icy, evil entrance to decked out, and I don't know. I've got a couple little inspiration pieces. Like, you guys know how in like Lord of the Rings, it's like done, bold, deathy. They have like these kind of weird, elfish names almost, which are kind of cool. But then like I'm inspired by the Ice Crown Citadel from World of Warcraft. I like that one. So I'm not sure if you guys have a good idea for an evil sounding ice fortress that is the entrance to decked out. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Maybe I'll pick one. I definitely need a name for all this. So anyway, this is step one of building today. We're not done yet. We got a lot more building today. As you can see, there's a giant hole right here and a giant hole right there because we have more coming, a lot more coming today. But I want to talk about like the color choices and everything here. I need a good place to just sit. We're just gonna sit on the scaffolding. Hope you're okay with that. After much debate, I decided to go with like a kind of a three-way palette here. We went with primarily the blackstone. That's the outer shell. That's carries most of the grunt work of the build, and then like an inner layer on that is the deep slate. And these two blocks are great. They're both dark. They're both kind of ominous looking. They have enough contrast where you can see the difference between each other when you're looking looking at them side by side, which is important, and they both have a ton of block variety. And then I decided to go with what is primarily warped stem, but it's also cyan wool and the cyan concrete powder to add a little bit of texturing and detail to it. And this color is one that is like, I really debated. On one hand, the reason I picked this is because it's a cold color and it feels like it'll go good with an icy theme. But I did do some experimenting with like the red nether brick and stuff like that, or just even regular nether brick, and it definitely made it feel more evil and more ominous. But I opted for the icy, and I think that's going to be the right decision in the long run. And then, as you can see, we added another little splash of color with the crying obsidian and the purple glass in front of it, just to add, Zedaph is up to nonsense, just to add a little bit more color and a little bit of splash of variety in here. I think those colors right there complement each other really well. And my goal is, what separates this from a normal plain old castle is the build style. I'm trying to go super spiky everywhere, as you can see. It's really, oh, I'm missing some blocks there. Fixing. And we're not done. We're not done. We got a lot more building to do today, which we're going to continue right now. I want to connect these two towers with an imposing wall and entryway that gives it a signature look. And then we're going to pull out like an entryway, a large platform out here with what I think is going to be a really interesting feature. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. This took so long before I was happy with it, but I am finally happy with this entrance. It looks like it's just growling at you. It looks fearsome. It looks like it's gonna eat your face off, and I love it. I really feel like they just come together now. The towers and the wall, the main entrance, everything is great here. Let's take a look here. Obviously, we have the entryway. This will be the entrance to Decked Out. I just have some black concrete there now just to kind of accentuate it a little bit more. There will be a tunnel descending down into the pits of the game later on. It took a while to get those eyes to be acceptable. It's amazing, like one little block makes a difference between evil versus really bad 50s sunglasses, which who knows, I may still be there. And on the two sides, we have these little compartments here. Right into here, which eventually I will open this up and this will lead into the side towers. And there's one on the other side as well, of course. And we still have more building to go today, of course, but I want to point out a couple things. I'm not happy with the stairs. I just kind of threw those in. I feel like at least they need some texturing and probably a better shape. More importantly, though, is this area here. There's just a massive area here. We're going to do something to this in a second that I think you guys are going to like, but even still, with just the random texturing and stuff, it doesn't feel like enough. I'm thinking of some kind of like pixel art thing, but I hate to use that word because I don't want, like, you know, I don't want to put a picture of Pokemon on the floor here, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not quite sure. Some kind of maybe like a tribal fearsome symbol with like barbed edges or something. Just some kind of shape. I don't know. Again, looking for ideas, but it's got to fit the theme. It's got to fit the theme. I don't want lollipops and pancakes down here. And while I love the look of things right now, it's missing something, and that's the ice, the frozen feel. Like, I mean, obviously this is all going to eventually be ice and snow and everything, but the castle itself has to look like it's been here. It has to look like it's been taken over by the cold over time. So what I want to do is start adding pieces of ice that are growing onto the fortress itself, little collections of snow in the corners, maybe icicles hanging off the ceiling. Let's see how it feels. There we go. There we go. The ice has crept in. I love these little icy claw things I've added. They kind of anchor this whole platform here. We have more plants. Some of it may not make sense. We've got a little mob farm down there. Some of it may not make sense right now, but what I'm going to do, this whole circular platform here is going to kind of go straight down in a cylinder and blend in with the snowy terrain below it. So this is going to be like an extrusion or whatever to the castle, like sticking out, and the entryway is going to be right here. Here's the view of the icy claws from the coming out of the fortress here. And yeah, like I said, over here, right here will be the entrance. There's going to be like a ramp going down here, and I think there's going to be like a little mini tower there. It's like an entry gatehouse kind of thing with, I don't know, we'll see. But what do we think? Ice in the corners and the snow. I think that looks pretty good. We got icicles hanging off of the building everywhere, and I decided to add some ice inside the mouth. I'm not 100% certain. Let me know if you like with the ice behind. I did it mostly because I thought it kind of like it drew attention and it put a contrast to the teeth and stuff like that, so you could see it better instead of being up against the black and stuff. Put the bright ice behind it, I thought was pretty good. Oh, and by the way, I haven't shown the back yet. I did a little bit of work on the back. Well, I did quite a bit of work on the back here. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like some of this right here and this was probably wasted time because it's all gonna be kind of encapsulated in the rest of the castle. Now we've got this great entryway here. I love it, but if you'll notice, this is hanging off the mountain quite a bit. We still have a lot of space back here. So to give you an idea of what the plans are now, I'm gonna kind of put this into perspective and show you just how little of this castle we've actually completed. I think I might be a little insane, but on the camera account now so I can show you the rough plans here. Now, I want to stress before anything here that this is all not even designed. There's nothing behind any of this except, yeah, that looks good. Like there's no plans at all here. So what will likely happen is this will all get thrown away and I'll have something completely different. But the idea now is these 4 lower squares, okay, they're down here. I can't really point that well in Spectator. That's the outer edge of the fortress and the kind of the outer towers. And then the the taller 4 squares, they represent the perimeter of like the inner massive stronghold. There'll be like walls between them and everything. And I've got some really interesting plans to kind of theme this a little bit more toward decked out, which I'm real excited about. The thing to notice now though, right? Like, look what we built. It looked big before. Now it just looks ridiculously tiny. So clearly the only answer is to build more. Oh boy, this has been the most underestimated project I have ever done. Would you believe me if I told you I've been building 22 hours to make this build right here? And you know what the biggest problem is? I gotta get up on my soapbox here. It's the inventory. The inventory in this game is ridiculous. I have so many blocks I need to put into this build and they do not fit in the inventory. So I had to go back and forth to the build, to the storage, to the build, to the storage at least 300 times. It is infuriating. Anyways, look, we got some towers complete with zombie residents. Overall, I am super happy with how these towers turned out. Mostly, I love the horn things I got on the top. They seem to turn out like just absolutely perfect and give it that evil vibe I was looking for. And what's pretty great about these towers, and now this is gonna be dangerous and I'm probably gonna get creepered right here, but inside here, there's actually a little bit of interior. Hello? Hi. Are we good? We're good. Okay. Yeah. So all 4 of these sides connect inside this little area here, which I think I'm going to like decorate this, put some banners and stuff like that. And then right here, this, you can't even see. Hold on. Let me check the other tower. Did I do it in the other tower? Let's try that again. Anybody home? No, we're good. We're good. We're safe. Okay. There's gonna be like a little ladder here that goes up to the roof right here, which is kind of neat. I think a little bit of interior work there, but overall I am ridiculously pleased with how this turned out. I want to hear your comments. What would you change? I still have to add some ice up at the top for sure. It's getting late, I don't have time, but I will do that. And obviously we have just a massive amount of terraforming to do, but the part I want to terraform the most now is the snow slope up to the castle. Now I really want to take care of that soon. Well, there you have it, the entrance to my base and the entrance to Decked Out. More importantly, we have much more to do, but I want to hear your thoughts, guys. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. This took me an astronomical amount of time between the research, the prototyping, the building, everything. It's a lot. So as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.